everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay in your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl Debbie from Donga Yard? Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right on over here, special welcome to you. Thank you so very much. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of the journey, are you still here? Manners and respect. Now today, this video is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to be showing you how to make bammies from scratch. Okay? Now you know bammy is derived from cassava, and cassava is like a, I don't know, I'm a rule. When you watch a video, I say a little more about it for me. Now I have inside here some cassavas that had peeled. These are small ones. When I was in the country as a little girl growing, those that I had, the type that we had, it was more of a creamish color, you know, real ivory. It wasn't like probably white. Now I think you have two brands types. I don't know if you have others of cassava, the bitter cassava and the sweet cassava. I have never used the bitter one. Oh, you know it. I guess they say I've got to taste it. Our people who are in farming, they know it. They know the difference. But my husband told me earlier today that when he was growing in St. Elizabeth as a child coming up, they had bitter cassava and they used it to make bammies too. But I think you would have to leave it out for longer hours to let the poison, you know. So this is the cassava plant. This is a small one. Ours were bigger than this. What I'm going to do, I left back this one to show you how to peel it to get it to this stage. Okay? So let us go on to that now. I'm going to take it off right here. Now, this is the outer part, which is the skin. This is the skin. There's something like what we scraped off the garlic or some ginger. Now, you have got to make a mark here because under this scraping, there is a thicker part that you would use the knife to remove. And this is what it looks like. So, you have this. And then you have this on top of it. This covers it. This is how it looks. So now you want to peel. It takes some time. This is time consuming. So when you come to Jamaica again and you see the people with bammy, you don't bar down the price or cry down the price of the people in bammy, because this thing takes a lot of work. I don't think I would have done this for a living. No sir. Too much work. And maybe these people that makes bammy and sell downtown Kingston, all of my Jamaicans know it. I'm not sure if these people have any equipment like the big people who are producing bammy on on a really bigger level. So this is how it looks. So you peel it off, you get here white. I am going to go now off camera, finish peeling this, and when I return, I'll have this straight white part. I'll show you how to section it and something a little more for you. Soon come. Okay, now family, this is what we have. All the skin and the trash has been removed. I want to show you something. I'm going to be putting this into 3 different parts. And I want to split it open. But you must be careful. I don't want you to do. I don't think nobody going to take up this thing here, you know. You're going to watch this video. And make sure, I'm asking you please to thumbs up this video for me. Inside here, there is something. I want to show it to you. You've got to remove it. In the middle here, you have this. You will never be able to grate this or to process this into anything that you, it's like, this is the nature of this thing. So you have to take out this. So you have got to get it open and to remove that part of it. This can be cooked and be eaten as like a piece of yam or something and all of that. So you split it down, and those that we had in the country then, they were bigger, really bigger. You know, I don't know, maybe they come in different, I don't know, but they were bigger. These are the smaller version. I've never seen any this small. Ours were bigger when we were growing back. Years me not see this in, but let me tell you something, family. When you know about something, you know about it. I'm gonna finish this piece. Oh, I left it in the water because a lot of people, maybe the people who do bammy know it. This thing is super tough. It's not a bit of chew it off. it's tough. So when we were kids, and I used to see my mother also preparing it, they would leave it in the water over a period of time after they peel it. It make it become softer, so it will be easier to grate. I'm gonna finish this piece, and when you see me next, I'm gonna start slap up 2 pieces on the grater here to let you see what it looks like when it starts breaking down. The grater start breaking it down. Right back, and we're gonna be proceeding. This is all this is. It is really, really hard, and I peel those ahead of time, and I add them soaking. So this is, I'm gonna be grating this piece to show you what it looks like when the grater breaks it down. So, you see it? I want to work on something else to show you. I hope it in this part of the video. I want to go experiment something, and if it works, when I return in the next step, for you to see the next step after the grating. This is a really, really priceless video. I ask that you thumbs. I'm gonna look at see how many thumbs up I'll get on this video, okay, when you watch it. So this is the breaking down. This is how the grater breaks it down. Camera girl, could you shoot them up on this, please? So it's moist. Look at this. It is moist, and I'm squeezing it, and you notice there is some liquid dripping from it. All right, I'm gonna go finish grating when you see me next. All of this I go grate off, and look here. I'm gonna need a sponge. When you see me next, I'll have all grated cassava. From there, you'll see the next step, which is a very, very important step in the Bammy making. We soon come. Okay, now we are right back here. This is the work. This is the work. This is what the grater did. Camera girl, can you shoot them up on this? Okay, if you notice, this is making some juice. It has some water in there. Now I've gone ahead and I've chopped a few pieces fine, and I've done it in the food processor. I'm answering your questions because I know some people are going to say, when they see this process, everybody's going to want to shy away from this. Can I do it in my food processor, Miss Debbie? I'm just answering it. I hope when I answer it here now, nobody will ask that question again. But where else on YouTube are you seeing videos like these? I have gone ahead and I am answering your question. This is what we got from the food processor. Real grainy, not as soft as this. Maybe if you put a little more and chop it a little more, or for all of you who have the other things that can chop it, you could try. Gone ahead and I've done this to show you. You have got to chop it fine and you put it in the food processor. Maybe yours might be stronger, higher speed. I just put it on the high and all of that. Okay, now where else are you finding videos? These are priceless videos. Now let us get right into the meat of the matter. We are returned to the Bammy making. That was a little side thing, side shoulder, side half something. Now we are going to get right into it. You're going to need this. I'm doing this. This is the old time method, the primitive method, and I know some people are still doing it in Jamaica. Factories, they have their equipment and stuff, machinery and stuff, but I have watched videos where they make cassava and Bammy and something, and it's a whole lot of work. I think they peel it manually and put it in those big things and wash. It's still a whole lot of work. Now this is a nice piece of calico that I've kept inside my refrigerator. It is really clean. I add it in a little Ziploc. So in the days back then, we would use a piece of white calico. We are going to be wringing this cassava. So, I mean, it's not a strong body lady, you know, so you want to have your calico. Let me get to show you. And if I'm gigging any memories right here and now, I want you all to comment. Now look at me. When you put it in this, you place it long like this, and you're going to have to make sure, catching it, camera girl, because you don't want any of this. And this calico must be really strong. It's not to be a piece of pop down calico, you see? Now we are going to make sure we're twisting it. Camera girl, could you get them on this? This is what would be happening. So you remember I show you, you know, you must make it long like, because when you start to squeeze it, it pulp up, you know. So you won't get it, it will just have a lot of water leaving in there. So this is what they would do by hand in the days back then. If I'm gigging any memory, please you all, please make a comment. So you're gonna be ringing. I mean, I have them strong on there, you know, because you know, sister me, not all of that strong. That is gonna do the rest for me, but I'm just showing you how we do it back then in the days. So you'd have to wring it until there is no juice dripping from it. You cannot use this cassava as it is to cook some cassava dumplings. So my God, your belly would have big like belly moss. This is cassava, and this is not finished. We'll be doing a video with this liquid that I'm getting from it. But I think it will be for the Jamaican Debbie strain. It's not fully there yet, but I'm gonna give it another ring. And when we come back, me and I will show you what it look like. Eh? Okay, we are gonna be unwrapping this now from the calico. Look at this. And this is what you have. So you're gonna empty it now. And this is the process that you're gonna use to do the rest of this until it is finished. When it is finished, when we have finished doing all of this and getting all of this liquid, we will return. I will return to show you the next step. Have you started commenting as yet? Soon come. Okay, now family, this is what we have. This is moist, so remember I'm showing you back then, you know, this is how. So they would put it in a wide container because this thing has a vapor in it, that's not a gas in it. So they would put it in something wide to let air pass through it. So you're doing all of this, getting it all crumbled. So when you get it crumbled, it still won't be like how you want it. It must become fine, lump free before you can make these bammies. But in order to get it lump free, this alone will, this process picking up thing that I'm doing alone will not do it. So you want to come here now, put a little, my hands are small, you know. So you would start doing like this. Am I gigging any memories, y'all, right here? Look at that. They have machines that would bring it to that now. So you want to do it right there. Look at the difference. Camera girl, you're shooting them up. You're shooting them up, camera girl. So you want to do it away from the other side. And as you go along, if there are any lumps, you're going to be using your hand. If you feel any little, you got to remove these. Okay? So this is how it looks. And when you finish this process, there will be a coating. It would be as soft as that of a newborn baby's cheek on your both hands. That is the starch. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go now and get all of this come to this fine or even finer. And when I return, I'll show you the next. And this will be, I think, the final step in this part one of this making of the bammy. We soon come. Okay, now family, we are right back. And I've done all of that. And I've done some sifting to get it to this. Look at this. Look how smooth it is. Look how powdery it is. This is the cassava, you know. You saw me. I use my hands. I use the grater. I use all of that. So this is the final look. And this was the prior look. So I went ahead and I sifted it out into this. So I'm showing you now. So you're going to be using your sieve. So I'll be showing you. It's sort of damp. So you have to use something to take you through the sieve quite, you know. So you're using a spoon. So see what's coming out there? So I did all of it with that. So in the interest of time on the video, I just did most of it. So I just come to show you right now. It's sort of damp right here. So you have got to know. So you're going to sift it. Because it's going to leave some residue inside the sieve here. what we are not gonna need to put into that bammy. Okay? So, right here, look at this. We don't need this. So, this is it. All sieved and all of that. Are you following the process? So, when you come and you see, if you're a Jamaican, and you go downtown and you see those people selling bammies, support them. This is a cause. I'm not doing any ads, but if I have got to do ads for them, I think they do deserve it. This is the process that we used back then, primitively. And I know a lot of them down there that are selling bammies now, they are using this same process. You know, like everybody come together. So this is it. And when you come to Jamaica, you all, please to support the bammy making people then. So this is what we have. Now, you have got to salt this thoroughly. I am going to be removing some of this because I want to make cassava dumplings for you in a different video. So, I'm going to be moving some of this. Here, maybe I'll use this. Okay? So, I'm going to be, I don't want to use the salted one because I'll have to add flour to this. You can't make cassava dumpling and use the grated cassava without you remove that liquid that packs like a sort of little taste bad liquid from it. You don't grate the cassava like that and mix it with the flour, make the dumpling. Family, no go so. So we're going to reserve this to make some cassava dumplings. I don't know that are the king of dumpling. So for this now, this will remain for bammy. So you'll need to salt this. And this salt, I think, is enough. So you're going to come again with your clean hands. And you're going to make this process now is distributing that salt right through this here. Okay, this is still not at flour stage. They would use another process, some factory, to bring it to flour. So you do this, and you do this, and you want to taste. And this is good. If it's not salt enough, you have got to add a little more. So you don't want to add a lot from the beginning, because if you add a lot of the extra salt, you're going to have to eat those salt bammies or throw them out. So this is where the box stops in part 1, you all. Please remember to like this video. Please remember to share and all of that. I'll see you in part 2 when we'll be attempting to make these bammies. I'm going to leave it right out for another hour or 2 to let hair pass. That's how my mom would do it. To let hair pass through. And when we return in part 2, we'll be attempting to make you all some fresh bammies.